Okay, first grade, we're going to be working on putting our two pieces together to create our winter tree landscape. So Masterpiece Manager, be careful. When you open the folder, you're actually going to have two papers for everybody. Everybody that was here that did the brown, and everybody has the landscape. Now, for some reason, you weren't here for the painted paper. I gave you a brown paper. So check the name to make sure that both pieces have the same name. You're going to return the folder to me in my box because these papers are going to the drying rack. So what we need to do first, I'm going to put this off to the side, and we're going to start with our brown paper. Now, we are creating trees, so we don't want to have it horizontally. We want to have it vertically because we want tall trees. We don't want fat trees. We want skinny trees. So this is how we're going to do it. Now, we need to rip this. So to be the best way to rip it, I'm going to take the long edge and I'm going to fold just a little bit up, and I'm going to crease it. This is going to give me a line of where I should be ripping. I don't know if you can see it that way. You can see it this way. So I go to the top of that fold and I get my finger and thumb, and I'm obviously going to pull one finger and thumb towards me and the other finger and thumb goes the other way. I rip a little bit and you can see I'm ripping it on that fold. So I'm going to take my other hand, lay it down, hold it, and it's okay if it's wiggly. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now notice I'm carefully taking my finger and thumb going down that fold. I'm not just grabbing and ripping all the way down. There's one tree. So take the long side again, fold it up. Notice I'm not making a big fold. It's a skinny fold. Crease it. Then I'm going to do the same thing. Finger and thumb, pull and push. As I get my little rip started, put my hand down, take my finger and thumb, and carefully and slowly rip right down that crease. So we want to do this. There's two trees. Okay, do it again. Fold, crease, flip, finger, thumb, pull and push. Lay it down, finger and thumb, and pull each little section as I work my way down. There's three trees. I don't want an even number, so let's try and see what 3 looks like. So I think we're going to be with 3. 3 is going to be a good number, I think. Okay, so we're going to have 3. You will have extra paper. Don't throw this in the trash. Miss Lawson's going to come by and pick up your extra paper. So you're going to have 3 trees. Now, the one thing is I don't want them going top to bottom, top to bottom. So I'm going to take one tree, and I'm just going to rip off some of the bottom. Okay? Now make sure that it's long enough to go past the sky into the snow. So I'm going to take this one, rip off just a little bit. Notice it wasn't the same amount. I don't want them the same. And then put this one down. Notice I want to make sure it goes all the way to the top into the snow. And then the last one, I'm going to even rip off a little bit more, but making sure it is in the snow area. So I have my 3 trees laid out. These little pieces will be trash. And now I'm going to use my glue sponge. So Supply Manager, this is when I'm going to send you to get your supplies. We have our glue sponge. It has the top on it. Just pick it up. Now I am very specific. We do not pick these sponges up. These sponges stay in this container. What we do, and it's going to stay on the tray, is we take our paper and we're going to take it to the sponge. Now be careful. I don't want to put glue on the brown side. I want to put glue on the white side. So I take part of it, lay it down, rub it, pick it up, lay down the other part, rub it, pick it up, lay down the end. So I should have glue on the white side, then carefully start on the left, and I'm going to lay it down. Now make sure that your trees are starting all the way at the top, and then they go into the snow. You want to make sure they go into your snow. Okay, second tree, get it on the white spot. Put it down on the sponge, pick it up and rub. And obviously you're going to take turns. You cannot do this all at the same time. And then you're going to lay your second tree at the top, going in to the snow. And then my last tree, same thing. Put the white side down, pick it up, rub, move it down, pick it up, rub it. Again, put the top at the top of the blue paper, stick it down and rub. So we should have 3 trees inside the snow going all the way to the top of your paper. They shouldn't be hanging off and they shouldn't be under. They should be right at the top. Notice that they are even right there. And then the last step is going to be adding some bits of snow. So then the supply manager will give you a little green brush, and you have a little white paint, and you're just going to make little snow coming down. They can be on the tree, they can be on the blue. Notice I'm just doing little dabs with my brush. I'm not doing a snowstorm, and you can even do it down into the snow. But I'm just adding it, and there's not like a pattern. I'm just kind of randomly sticking my paintbrush from there onto the trees and the snow. So once I have enough, again, wash your brush off, make sure it gets back in the house. Please understand, if I find your paintbrush in the water cup or in the sponge, you will get a spleen. It needs to go in the house here on top. And then supply manager, make sure that you close up your glue sponge. Take your tray back to your counter. Everybody else is going to pick up their beautiful winter landscape and walk it to the drying plat. Please make sure that you understand it is vertical already. We're going to keep it vertical, and look where your numbers are. Go around the blue table. And once I go around, I can see there's already a paper on number 1. I am putting my paper on number 2, keeping it vertical, top to bottom. Then turn around, soap, wash your hands, dry your hands, and make your way to the floor to sit and read a book.